Hey, let's speak about where is the big money in photography and how we can get it. So think about it this way. If we're asking someone who's making $3,000 a month to give us $3,000 for them, they are working a whole month for that. So they're expecting someone else also to work for it a whole month. So we cannot ask it from them. But if you are asking it from someone who's making $6,000 or $10,000 a month, it will be easier for them to give it. Now we do need to actually show why it's valued more. And my way of doing it is on my website, or you can send also a PDF showing those are the prices and this is exactly what you get for it. About weddings. So right now I'm speaking about weddings, portraits of B2C, basically business to consumer. We are a business, they're consumers. So I have a list that I send my clients whenever I send my prices, and it's also transparently on my website so they can see exactly why they could work with me. The link is samim/inc, and this is how it looks like. What you get: Sam's experience. I've worked with over 700 projects in just 8 years. I've photographed worldwide known celebrities and brands and was responsible for photography of $1 million events. I bring that experience to every shoot, whether it's big or small. The second, I will guide you, and then I show a photo of before and after. The quality, I show the same photo zoomed in really much and a far distance, so the same photo cropped in. My special touch of editing, before and after, studio lighting, so I show that I can light. And this is what separates me from other photographers, right? Fast delivery, on location delivery, photo stand where people can see the photos instantly. I try to think a lot about what does a client really need, what will make their experience better. Try to think, okay, they need photos, why do they need photos, and how can I make every single process as easy as possible. For example, I don't even work with contracts, to be honest. Don't know if I recommend it. I think it depends on the culture. In the Netherlands, we can trust. I had only 2 clients that didn't pay me, and I can still do something about it, but I never worked with really contracts. I just trust people. Contracts is part of the experience that ruins it a little bit, in my opinion. It's also long. You need to read it, you need to write it, you need to all those stuff. It's complicated. The client doesn't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Sometimes they do, and then I can make one, but usually I don't. So I make it as easy as possible for people to work with me. They just need to wire the money, and that's it. They wire it. Sometimes I ask for a deposit, for example, for weddings. Sometimes I don't. But with big clients, maybe it's better to do something. I don't do it in my culture, but it's okay. A photo store where they can print photos and stuff. 5 backup methods so they don't lose the photos. I do videos as well, which not a lot of photographers do. A photo gallery, which is easy to share, present, autoplay, password protected, music, stuff like that. I even found a way to add music to a gallery, which is kind of nice. And they can even hire extra photographer, extra video editors, extra photo editors, photo booths, all those stuff. So this is how I get to charge a lot of money, right? Now, I didn't spoke about another client, which is really important. That's a B2B, business to business. A business doesn't see photos too much as an expense, usually, because they invest in photos for their website, for their ads, for presenting it to another business as a collaboration thing. They see it as an investment, which is very different. And also, if you're speaking to an entrepreneur, like a single entrepreneur who is making just portraits for himself or for Instagram, it's also business to business, right? So they see it very differently, and then you can charge also much more, or easier to charge much more. So for example, I got clients who paid me $3,000 a day, me making photos for them, or videos, or both. For example, I went with a client which was a gaming company, so IT, a lot of money. They had a stand or a booth, and they needed photos of the whole trip. They actually made it really crazy. They hired a bus with fireworks and a lot of music, and it was kind of a limousine style. And they drank inside. They did all the craziest stuff. And then we went back, we went from the Netherlands to Germany, and then from Germany back. And they gave a selected few of the employees there, which were performing, I guess, really good. They gave him a private limo for the way back. And it was party, and it was insane. We made the craziest photos, and they paid me $3,000 for each day. And it was 2 days. So that's $6,000, excluding taxes, if I remember right, something like that. So imagine they book you for 5 days. Imagine you do 2 photo shoots like this a month, or even 5 photo shoots like that a month. You can make $19,000 like I made. I had a lot of photo shoots like this, days like this. And to be honest, the magic is in B2B, and in corporations who do conferences, they have a lot of money usually. Those are boring companies. They don't do too much. They just have a lot of money to spend. And another thing, companies at the end of the year, they have marketing budgets, right? Every year, the marketing department, they ask for $100,000 for marketing, or $500,000 for just marketing. Now, at the end of the year, they need to spend everything, or at the end of the year, they want to spend spend everything, because then the next year they will get less money because, oh, you did it for less money, then we'll give you less money. But if they spend everything, then they will do it because they want more money for their department for the next year, so they can perform better, so they can do more marketing, because marketing is like really important for them. So they want to spend everything. And then at the end of the year, and it depends what year and how like the corporation works from inside, but at the end of the year, they have a lot of money to spend, and then they're looking for ways to spend it, right? Will hire a photographer, they will hire a videographer, they will hire like things to do. And now it's not only for ads that they will use it, or only for, it's also between businesses and businesses, right? Collaborations. Like a business that does business with another business can bring millions or trillions to them. So it's worth a lot of money. So they want to present it in the best possible way. That's why they make like huge presentations where they're trying to sell to other companies, and they have like beautiful photos. To shoot a small boat event where they did a free event for other companies, or for the clients actually, to show them a new service that they're doing or something like that. I was thinking like, why did they spend so much money on this small event? Now I was thinking about it, probably every client there is worth like $1 million for them. So why would they not spend $3,000 for 6 hours, someone taking photos? Because then they can show that the event was really fun. So more people from other companies will come and actually get value from them. So they will end up buying and being another customer that brings another $1 million for them. It's hard for us to understand because we are working for ourselves and only ourselves, but businesses can make a lot of money, and we want to be part of there. So my recommendation would be finding conferences in your area, and then looking at the event itself, and then every logo that you see there, Googling them, finding the right contact, marketing at their domain or something like that, and then sending them an email. Hey, I saw that you're attending this event and you have a booth there, or you're a part of it. I really like what you do, and I'm a local photographer. I would love helping you with photos. I get a lot of clients like that come to me because of my website. When people Google event photographer Amsterdam, which in Amsterdam there are a lot of conferences, and I would totally recommend you to move to a big city around you, or even say you're just from there, because sometimes I was not even living there and was saying, yeah, I'm most of the time there, or I'm living there. So I get a lot of emails through my website because people find me on Google. But if they write Amsterdam event photographer on Google, I'm the #1 sometimes, or the second organic website that shows. And the secret behind it is because I used to show my photos on my website itself. So if I would shoot a wedding, or if I would shoot an event for someone, or portraits, I would have all the 1,000 photos on my website itself. And then it basically shows Google that people spend a really long time on my website because they're looking at their photos on my website, and they share it with all their friends. Look at their photos, look, they're amazing, or with their colleagues. Right? And that's something I have seen no one do. I just wanted to do it because I wanted to make the experience for my clients better. And also, like, when they're on my website, they can, within one click, if they don't spend everything, if they send it to a colleague or a different company or a friend who is also getting married, they will see my website, and within one click, they can go to my Instagram, they can go to see my portfolio, they can see my prices, they can see everything I want them to see, right? So I have complete control, and that's amazing. So that's like one little hack that I did there to get top on Google. But I also did SEO, and I spent a lot of time on my website figuring out what is unique about me, how can I show it in the best way, designing everything. Now, I'm not saying you need per se to have a website like that. It helps, and it's the best investment you can do. One of the best investments, actually. I think videos is a better investment to put those reels, but also a website. I would totally recommend paying someone, because I spent 3 years full time doing that during Corona, learning, doing, like, trying to think what makes me unique. And then I found out, okay, I know how to do lighting, I know how to do Photoshop, I know how to do all those stuff. But figuring those things out and having a website that shows it in a really good way is super helpful. I would recommend paying someone on Fiverr to do that, to do SEO as well. I spent some time doing that. SEO is like search optimization, so that Google knows exactly what your website is about. But yeah, it's really worth the investment. If you don't have money at the beginning, then do it yourself. I do it with WordPress, very complicated website, but it's sometimes fun, but it takes a lot of my time. So I'm not sure if I recommend it yet. But yeah, this is how you can make $19,000 a month, as I did, and how you can get clients to pay you $3,000 or $5,000 a day to make photos for them. When you ask a consumer, like a normal person, for $3,000, it needs to be life-changing for them, or it needs to be like a huge thing, right? But with clients who make a lot of money, big corporations, for them, it's nothing. It's like, okay, done, sent, money sent, thank you, right? So consumers, they want to be like, how is it going to change my life? Like, this is so much money. I need to see that it's going to completely change my life. That's the best investment, because for them, you're asking for so much percent of their money. For a big corporation, it's 0.0001%, and they see it as an investment. So for them, it's just usual business. They do it all the time. You just send random people $3,000, $6,000, $10,000 for helping them with something. Good luck.